Hello there, welcome to this course. In this video, we'll be talking about the introduction to mechanics of machines. So when you talk about mechanics of machines, it's simply the engineering science that deals with the relative motion between the various parts of a machine and the forces acting on these parts. And this is due to what's constrained motion. So it deals with two things: the relative motion between the various parts of a machine and the force that acts on those parts of a machine. So as I said, it's due to constrained motion. So when you talk about constrained motion, it's the motion of a mechanical component whose movement is limited towards a definite path or direction due to the presence of a constraint. So let's take a mechanical component like gears. So when gears are in a working machine, they can't move in any direction or path they want. They move in what? A definite or specific path or direction. Why? Because there's a presence of limitation or what? Constraint. Something is limiting it what from moving in any path or direction it wants. So that is what we call constrained motion. So as I said, it deals with two things: the relative motion and the forces. So the study of the relative motion between the parts is what we call kinematics, and the study of the forces acting on these parts is what we call what? Dynamics. So kinematics and dynamics are the two main components that make up what? Mechanics of machine. As I said, the study of forces, we have forces like inertia forces, torque, and who other forces we will talk about in the subsequent videos to come. So let us look at some terms under kinematics you need to know. So the first is displacement. So displacement is the distance moved by a body with respect to a certain fixed point. So it's simply distance with direction. As we know, distance has no direction. It only has magnitude. It's a scalar quantity, so it only has magnitude and no direction. But if a body moves through a distance with respect to a fixed point or moves through a distance with a direction, that's what we call displacement. The second term we have to know is velocity. So velocity is simply the time rate of change in linear or angular displacement. So let's say a body moves through a displacement of 7 and the body also moves through a displacement of 9. As you can see, the displacement has changed from 7 to 9, and it changed through what? A specific time. So the rate of change in that displacement with respect to what? Time is what we call what? Velocity. So the displacement can either be linear or angular. We are going to talk about that in the subsequent videos. And the third one is acceleration, which is the time rate of change in linear or angular velocity. So let's say a car is moving with a velocity of 13, and now it starts moving with what? A velocity of 16. So it has increased it what? The velocity has changed, and it changed within a specific time. So the time rate of what? The change in that velocity with respect to time is what we call what? Acceleration. And velocity too can be either linear or angular. We are going to talk about that. So these are some terms you need to know about kinematics. So in the next video, we are going to talk about some equations you need to know about uniform motion. Thank you.